Hello children, how are you all? Let's start our social class. Geography, Unit 1, Lithosphere 1, Endogenetic Process. In the same unit, in the previous class, we have seen the spheres of the earth, structure of the earth, crust, mantle, core, and types of rock. These all we have seen yesterday. Yes or no? There are 4 spheres are there. What are they? Lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, and biosphere. And the structure of the earth, that means the layers are there in the earth, they are crust, mantle, and core. Yes or no? There are 2 elements are there in the crust. One is Sial and Sima. Sial, silica and aluminium. Sima, silica and magnesium. And the next one is mantle. Mantle, there are only one major element, that is Sima. Silica and magnesium. And core, the element of the core is knife, nickel and iron. And there are 3 types of rock we have seen: igneous, sedimentary and metamorphic rocks. And we have seen about the rock cycle. Okay. So, today we are going to see about the remaining parts of this lesson. Okay. Today we are going to see geomorphic process. Geomorphic means puvi saarnda. So what are the processes are happening in the geomorphic? We are going to see. Okay. The forces that act from the Earth's interior towards the Earth's surface are called internal process or endogenetic process. These forces build the landscape and create topographic relief. Topographic means puvi saarnda. So, in the interior of the earth, there will be some forces. Okay? சில விசைகள் செயல்படுது புவியின் உள்ளார்ந்த பகுதி. That is called internal process. So, when the forces comes, the process will happen. நம்ம ஏதாவது ஒரு ஃபோர்ஸ் பண்ணுறப்போ ஏதாவது ஒரு திங்ஸ் இருக்கும், அதை நம்ம வந்து புல் பண்ணுறப்போ அது என்ன செய்யும், அதில் ப்ராசஸே இல்லாமல் அதில் அப்படியே நிற்குமா, இல்லைன்னா அது கீழே விழும், இல்லைன்னா கொஞ்சம் மூவ் ஆகும், ஏதாவது நடக்கும். The same, when the force acts in the interior of the earth, there will be some process that is called internal process or endogenetic process. Okay. The forces that act on the surface of the earth due to natural agents like running water, glacier, wind, waves, etc. are called external process or exogenetic process. So, 2 types of process are there, that is internal or external process, which is called endogenetic process or exogenetic process. The interior earth, which process happen, internal process or endogenetic process. The outer. The first we are going to see internal process. The internal process generates heat and eject materials from deep below the Earth's crust. Internal radioactivity is the principal source of power for this process. So, in the deep, the ஆழமான பகுதியில், இந்த எர்த்தோட ஆழமான பகுதியில் ஹீட்டால் ejectனா வெளியேறுது. So, the process happening in the internal earth, okay, which is called internal radioactivity. That is the source of power for this process. Okay. In internal process, we are going to learn about the plate tectonics. The lithosphere is divided into a number of huge slabs of rocks called tectonic plates. These tectonic plates are divided into major and minor plates. So, the tectonic plates are divided into 2 types, minor plates and the major plates. These plates float independently over the mantle. Float means what? மிதக்குது. மேண்டிலுக்கு மேலாக மிதக்குது. The collisions of these plates produce mountain ranges and other irregular surface features, both on land and the ocean floor. So, the plate tectonics is divided into two, that is major and minor plates. The force is there in the earth interior parts. Yes or no? So, the collisions, that means more than one will go directly to the A and B will be there, okay, and the A will go to directly to the B and the B will go to directly to the A, then they will meet. Yes or no? The process will happen, okay. This phenomenon is called plate tectonics. Now we have a better understanding about the plate movements and its relation to earthquake and volcanic activities. Now we are going to see about the types of plate boundaries. There are three types of boundaries are there: convergent boundary, conservative or transform boundary, and divergent boundary. Okay, there are three types of boundaries: convergent boundary, divergent boundary, conservative or transform boundary. Okay. Let us see about convergent boundary. This is one of the boundary of the plate tectonic. Okay. Here the plates move toward each other and sometimes a plate sinks under another. The location where the sinking of a plate occurs is called a subduction zone. Example, fold mountain. The Himalaya is one of the fold mountain, you know that, is or no? So there are many fold mountains are there. These all made by the convergent boundary. So take your book, page number 160, and you see the book, under the topic of convergent boundary there is a picture, you see there. So the force comes from the right side and the same time another one force comes from the left side. Yes or no? So they will meet at the same point and they will move from one another area. Yes or no? A plate sinks under another. That means moolgudal. Sink means moolgudal. Okay. So the fold mountains are formed by this convergent boundaries. Okay. Example, Himalayas. The next boundary is divergent boundary. The same page, the picture is given under the topic of divergent boundary. Here the plates pull away from each other as magma pushes up from the mantle. Example, mid-Atlantic ridge. You see that in between the plates, the magma is there. The red in color, it is given in red in color. The magma pushes up. Magma கீழ இருந்து மேலாக என்ன செய்யுது வருது. அதனால ரெண்டு பக்கமும் இருக்கிற அந்த பிளேட்ஸ் வந்து ஒவ்வொன்றும் அப்படியே மூவ் ஆகுது. ஒன்று ரைட் சைடாகவும் ஒன்று லெஃப்ட் சைடாகவும் மூவ் ஆகுது. இதோட பேர் தான் divergent boundary. Okay, so these plates pull away from each other. Magma pushes up from the mantle. Example, mid-Atlantic ridge. We have seen two types of boundaries, convergent boundary and the divergent boundary. Okay, so the next we are going to see the boundary of conservative or transform boundary. Okay, conservative or transform boundary. Here the plates slide horizontally past each other. Example, San Andreas Fault. You see the picture, page number 161. The plates move horizontally. You see that one goes down and one goes up. The plates are moving. Yes or no? So this is called the transform boundary. Transforming from one place to another place, they are transforming, moving. Okay. Example, San Andreas Fault. Got it? So we have seen three types of plate boundaries: convergent boundary, divergent boundary and conservative or transform boundary. Okay. So convergent boundary, we have seen the example of Himalaya, which is called the fold mountain, and the divergent boundary we have seen the example of mid-Atlantic ridge, and the conservative or transform boundary we have seen the example of San Andreas Fault. Then the movements of continental plates. Due to lateral compressional forces, the plates are forced to move upwards and downwards. This is called folding mountains. Folding mountains formed by folding are called fold mountains. The process of folding creates lofty mountain ranges such as the Himalayas and the Alps. So, the folding mountain, if you keep any cloth or any paper, if you push it, the folding will be there. எதானோ ஒரு கிளாத்தை வந்து ஒரு டேபிளில் வச்சுட்டு நீ அதை வந்து புஷ் பண்ணுறப்போ, லைட்டாக புஷ் பண்ணுறப்போ அது வந்து அப்படியே ஃபோல்ட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும், அப் அண்ட் டவுன் ஃபோல்ட் ஆகிட்டே இருக்கும். அதே போல் தான் இந்த லேண்டு காண்டினென்ட்லேயும் நம்ம வந்து புஷ் பண்ணுறப்போ, ஒரு ப்ரெஷர் கிடைக்கிறப்போ அது வந்து ஃபோல்ட் ஆகுது அப் அண்ட் டவுன். தட் இஸ் கால்டு த folding. Okay, so the fold mountains, the Himalaya, Alps, these all are the folding mountains. These all made by the continental plates which when they get the forced compressional forces. Okay, according to plate tectonics, the plates are in constant motion with an average rate of few centimeters per year. The movement might seem slow, but over millions of years the plates and the continents riding on them move a long way. For example, about 250 million years ago, the Indian plate was a part of the Gondwana land, which comprised of modern Africa, Australia, Antarctica and South America. So every million years, the continent will be very different. Okay, millions years அப்புறம் ஒவ்வொரு land ஏரியாவுமே கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் changes ஆகும். We cannot see now. We cannot find the changes at the few minutes or few hours or the few years. We can see the changes after many million years. Okay, so the 250 million years ago, the Indian plate was in between the Gondwana land. Okay, so there Africa, Australia, Antarctica and South America, these all were there. After that it is separated. Our India was separated from the Gondwana land. Okay, see the picture, page number 161. Plate boundaries and associated features. The convergent plate boundary is there. There are trench stratovolcanoes are there, and transform plate boundary, divergent plate boundary, convergent plate boundary. So these types of boundaries are there. You see that, and volcanoes are there. In the volcano hotspot is there oceanic crust, trench, lithosphere and oceanic crust. In between what is there? Lava is there. Okay, magma is there. When the magma comes from the earth interior to the outer area of the earth, it is called lava. Okay, then subducting plate, continental crust, continental rift zone, Young plate boundary. These all are given in the book. Okay, the same page, see the picture down, you see that 250 million years ago our world map, Bangia, you see that the world map is totally different from our world map. You know how the world is there in our world map now, yes or no? So the last present day map is there given in the last picture. You see the North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. There are 7 continents over there, yes or no? So before 250 million years ago, our world was totally different. The map is totally different. You see that why this has happened. Then the next 200 million years ago, after 50 million years ago, you see that the world divided into 2 areas, Gondwana land and Laurasia. Okay, then you see the many parts. How it has happened? How it has happened? Because of the movement of the plates. The earth plates are moving, so it is happening. But already I told you, we cannot see the movement within a few hours or few days. We can see the difference after many million years ago only we can see. You see that 250 million years ago, then 200 million years ago, then 145, almost 55 years ago the world, the land area divided into many parts, yes or no? Then 65 million years ago the world was different. You see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then now the present day the map is like this, yes or no? Then after few millions after we can see the different type of map, yes or no? Now we can see the present day map which is given in the book, page number 165, the last. The next map will come, but we cannot see that. But after a few million years ago, the map will be very different. Do you understand what I am saying? Yes. 250 மில்லியன் இயர்ஸில் நமக்கு இப்போ இருக்கிறதுக்கு 250 மில்லியன்ஸ் இயர்ஸ்க்கு முன்னாடி நம்ம வேர்ல்டு மேப் வந்து எப்படி இருந்துச்சுன்னு பார்த்தோம். தென் நெக்ஸ்ட்டு அது வந்து ஒரு பிளேட் மூவ்மெண்ட்டால் அது அப்படியே டிவைட் ஆகி 2 பார்ட்ஸாக டிவைட் ஆகிடும். தென் 3 பார்ட்ஸாக டிவைட் ஆகிடும். தென் 4 பார்ட்ஸ் 5 பார்ட்ஸாக டிவைட் ஆகிடும். இப்போ நமக்கு இருக்கிறது 7 காண்டினென்ட்ஸ். எக்ஸாம்பிள் there are 7 continents are there in the world. So then after 50 million years then the changes will be there. The plates movement ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். அப்போ இது எல்லாமே ஏரியா என்ன இதாயிரும், சேஞ்ச் ஆயிரும். ஓகே, have you understood? Okay, this is only given in the movements of continental plates. Got it? Approximately 140 million years ago the Indian plate broke away from the ancient supercontinent Gondwana and began moving north and collided with Asia. The collision with the Eurasian plate along the boundary between India and Nepal formed the orogenic belt that created the Tibetan plateau and the mighty Himalayan mountains. Okay, so these all made in India. Got it? Then earthquakes are generally caused by the sudden vibration in the earth crust, which spreads outward in all directions as waves from the source of disturbance. Earthquake means nilanadakam, you know that, yes or no? So this is created by the sudden vibration in the earth crust. Earth crust means melode, yes or no? We have seen yesterday. Okay, the point of origin of an earthquake is called focus, hypocenter, so which generates a series of elastic waves. Epicenter is a point on the earth's surface that lies directly above the focus. The impact of the earthquake is felt the most at the epicenter. So what are the places are there in the epicenter area? Those places will affect by the earthquake very too much. Okay, then seismic waves. Earthquakes generate seismic waves. So the seismic waves are generated by the earthquakes. The nature, force and speed of these seismic waves depend on the nature of the medium through which it passes. Accordingly, there are 3 major types of waves. What are the waves are there? We are going to see. Got it? First one is primary or P waves, secondary or S waves, surface waves or L waves. So these 3 types of waves are there. What are the waves are there in the seismic waves? Primary or P waves, secondary or S waves, surface waves or L waves. Primary or P waves. These are the fastest of all the earthquake waves and the first to reach the epicenter. These waves pass through solids, liquids and gases either through push or pull with an average velocity of 5.3 km per second. So these waves are passes 5.3 km per second. Within a second it will pass 5.3 km. Maximum 10.6 km per second. Okay, so this is one of the fastest waves for all the earthquakes waves. Secondary or S waves travel only through solids. Only these types of waves travel through solids only. But the primary or P waves, they will pass through the liquids, gas, solid item, everything. Okay, but the secondary waves only travel through the solid item. These transverse waves shake the ground perpendicular to the direction in which they propagate. The average velocity of these waves is 1 km per second to 8 km per second. Okay, so within 1 second only 1 km or 8 km only. But the primary or P waves 5.3 km to 10.6 km it can pass. Okay, then surface waves or L waves are similar to P waves, but they are travel primarily along the ground surface. These waves travel comparatively slower and are the most destructive waves. The average velocity of these waves are 1 km per second to 5 km per second. So comparing to all the waves, The primary waves is the best waves, okay? But the surface waves are only passes 1 kilometer per second to only 5 kilometer, okay? The book page number 162, which is given there, you see that the instrument which records the earthquake waves is called seismograph or seismometer. The science that deals with earthquakes is called seismology. Earthquake measure பண்ற மெஷர்மெண்டோட நேம் seismometer. அதை பற்றி earthquake பற்றி படிக்கிற படிப்பு நேம் வந்து seismology. Got it? The word tsunami is a Japanese term meaning harbor waves. It is adopted to describe large seismically generated sea waves caused by earthquakes, submarine explosion and landslides. These waves travel at a great speed, more than 500 km per hour. Per hour, 500 km. Near to Chennai, it will pass within only 1 hour. And the length of the waves exceeds 600 km. The length is 600 km. These waves reached a height of more than 15 meter, height 15 meter, near the seashore and are capable of causing destruction along the coastal area. So, these waves, the aggressive waves, these all caused by the earthquakes, submarine explosion and landslides, it will be happen in the seashores. Then the tsunami waves comes, okay? The length of the tsunami waves is 600 km and the height of the sea waves are 15 meter and the speed of the tsunami waves 500 km per hour. The 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake that caused tsunami is the 6th deadliest natural disaster which travelled at a speed of 600 km per hour with an estimated death toll of 280,000 people were died for the tsunami. The earthquake, which occurred near Indonesia at 0.58 hours, took nearly 7 hours to reach Chennai. Within 7 hours to reach Chennai from Indonesia to Chennai. Okay, so that much speed. So in book page number 163, you see there on 26th December 2004, a tsunami occurred in the Indian Ocean. It was the result of the Indo-Australian plate subducting below the Eurasian plate. It was caused by an earthquake measuring a magnitude of above 9 in the Richter scale. The earthquake caused the seafloor to uplift, displacing the sea water above. So tsunami is one of the terrible waves. Is or no? Because within 1 hour we can go to Chennai. That much speed it has. Okay. So 26th December tsunami occurred in Indian Ocean. The result of the tsunami is many people were died. Almost 280,000 people were died. Okay. So in this lesson we have seen about the geomorphic process. There are two types of process are there in the geomorphic process: internal process or endogenetic process, or external process or exogenetic process. From this we have seen about the internal process, which is called endogenetic process. So in that plate tectonics and types of plate boundaries, convergent boundary, divergent boundary and conservative transform boundary we have seen, and the movements of continental plates we have seen. In that folding we have seen. Got it? Then the earthquake. We have seen about the earthquake, how it is formed. Okay, in that we have seen how the seismic waves are formed. From the seismic waves there are three types: primary or P waves, secondary or S waves, surface waves or L waves we have seen. Got it? So what are the homeworks are given in the yesterday? Some people have not completed. Finish the homework and classwork every day. And today classwork. Answer in brief. Third question, define plate tectonics. Already we have written two questions yesterday. So today we have to write third question and fourth question. The third question is define plate tectonics. Write the answer first. Write it without mistake. Use only ink pen and pencil. You have to use only ink eraser. You should not use pelican or whitener. Write fast. Define plate tectonics. Write fast. Write the question without mistake. Your handwriting should be very neat. The second question is, what is tsunami? The word tsunami is a Japanese term meaning harbor waves. It is adopted to describe large seismically generated sea waves caused by earthquakes, submarine explosions and landslides. These waves travel at a great speed, more than 500 km per hour, and the length of the waves exceeds 600 km. Write fast, write neatly. What are the classworks and homeworks are given? You have to finish the day itself and study them. Book back onwards, find the answer from the book. Today homework is draw rock cycle. Page number 160. Book page number 160. Rock cycle picture is there. You have to draw. Got it? And study and write the short answers 1 to 4. Already you have written the classwork 1 to 2. 1 and 2. Short answers you have written in the classwork. The same time you have written the third question and fourth question today. So 4 questions you have to study and write. Don't copy and write. Again and again I say you have to study and write the questions in the homework note. At the same time as well as you have to write the classwork also. Got it? Your handwriting should be very neat. We will see the next class. Okay?